Guys, how you doing? And welcome to another episode of Just Doing Tools. Yeah. And today we're going to go over ratchets. And we're going to go over just different options in the industry and different options that we sell in different price points. Okay? I'm not going to get into the this is the best ratchet in my opinion. Yeah, I will. But we'll have some fun with it. And I got some old school history of some ratchets we're going to cover too. Okay, first we're going to cover, now most of you know I sell many different brands of tools, and gear wrench being one of them. And these days gear wrench does not have a lot of positive energy out there in the tool world for a few reasons. I'm not even going to get into that because at the end of the day I still sell them, and in my opinion it's still a good value for your dollar. Okay? And we're going to start with this 3-piece set we're currently doing a deal on. And it's a 1/4 inch, a 3/8, and a 1/2 inch ratchet. And this is the 90 tooth model. That glare is a little rough there, Joe. This is the 90 tooth model. They used to have an 84 and a 120, and they got rid of the 84 because the 84 was kind of lackluster in my opinion. It really didn't hold up well, and it was kind of problematic. The XP 120 line, in my opinion, was practically bulletproof. Very few issues of guys breaking them ever. And the reason being because at the end of the day it was 60 tooth double stacked pawl, and that's what gave you 120 teeth. So right here, this is the 1/2 inch and this is the 90 tooth. And it's a nice ratchet, man. They really did a good job with this. And at the end of the day, when it comes to ratchets, everybody has their favorite ratchet. And listen, just listen to the mechanism on the 3/8 drive. Super smooth, very little back drag. And this, if you put this in your toolbox, you have a good chance of it being your favorite ratchet. And like I said, that 3-piece set we're doing right now, the 1/4, 3/8, and a 1/2 for $75, you're not going to get a better price on that. Okay, we have a lot of these in stock, and I got a good deal on them. Okay, now we're going to start with the high end, top of the line. The CP Tool Addict calls it. This is the jewelry for you mechanics. And listen, girls like Louis Vuitton, girls like Dolce & Gabbana, and girls like Chanel. And us guys, we like good stuff too. And, you know, I'm not a Snap-on dealer, so I can't sell you Snap-on ratchets. Snap-on ratchets are very good ratchets. But we sell Nepros. And Nepros, in a lot of people's opinion, and what you're seeing out there is like, this is the Lamborghini, guys. This is a fine piece of equipment. And this is a 1/4 inch stubby. And this is $77. And if you listen to the mechanism on this, it's like butter. Quick release, nice generous sized handle. I mean, it's great. If you're an aviation mechanic, 1/4 inch, we know you guys love that stuff. And I don't think you can go wrong with it. Then you want a little longer handle for $79. Same features, just a little bit longer. That quick release is nice, man. And then we jump up to the 3/8. Look at the handle on that. Super comfortable. And we're new to Nepros, and we love the company. They're been very good to us. And listen to the mechanism. Super smooth. You put this in your ratchet drawer, and I guarantee this is the first one you're going to grab. It's just that ratchet. And it's funny, Nepros, they have a complete line of ratchets with some, I forget what they call them, some funky handles. They're $2,500 for a ratchet. It's not for me, but somebody's buying them. They have a lot of high-end stuff, and we're going to try to bring a little more of the stuff in for you guys because I really like the tools and like the company. And I'm sure by now most of you have heard we've had a little falling out with Koken. And that's fine. I mean, hey, listen, man, it is what it is. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. And that guy wasn't my cup of tea anyway, to be honest with you. And we're going to cover a complete, next video we do, we'll cover all that. And it's an interesting story. And at the end of the day, we'll be fine without them. So here's did I tell you the price on this? This was $99. I don't know if I gave you the price on this one. 99 bucks. And then this one here, we just posted this one recently. And apparently we got the best price in the world on it. We're $129. And this thing has been selling like crazy. This is our third restock on these. And one of the nicest things about it is, when it comes to Flexhead ratchets, the weak point normally is the locking mechanism. And I won't even sell them anymore because all they are is trouble. They wear the pawl out. I'm going to cover them on this one here next because I think they did a good job on this one. But they used a Teflon insert with, it must be a spring, and it just feels so nice and smooth, and it's got some decent tension on it. And there's going to be no locking poles to wear out. So again, it's very smooth. The handle stays super fine, quick release, a generous lever for switching directions. Guys, for $129, it's a work of art. I really can't imagine you being disappointed on any level with any of the Nepros brand. Definitely a big fan, and I'm glad we hooked up with them. Okay. One of our newest lines of chrome ratchets are the Milwaukee ones. And I didn't put them all here because we are kind of running out of room. But Milwaukee makes a lot of different options for ratchets. And a lot of these are new. So we're going to start with the 1/4-inch Flexhead ratchet. Okay, 90 teeth, super smooth, very little back drag. And what's nice about it is the same size lock they gave you for the direction, they gave you for the locking mechanism. Okay, and I got a little heat online for saying this because online you can't have your own opinion these days. And I said this is one of the nicest mechanisms for the lock ratchet I've ever seen. And you know, I got flamed, but again, it's America and I'm allowed to have my opinion. And if our president could really release a marijuana smoking person from a Russian jail, you know, I could have an opinion on a ratchet. Right, Joe?
Yeah.
I gotta have a little humor in here, Joe. So this is the Milwaukee 6-inch, and it's $49.99. And we have sold a bunch of them. If you're not big on a flex head, you want to go with the 1/4-inch, 9-inch long ratchet. Again, 90 tooth, super smooth ratcheting mechanism. Very little back drag again. And this is $59.99. And you know what? You know, we sell a longer version, a shorter version, but in my opinion, that's a nice size. What's nice about Milwaukee is Milwaukee's covered by a lifetime warranty. If you break their ratchet, you call their 1-800 number up, tell them you broke your ratchet, send them a picture if they want. You'll have them in the mail to you. Lickety split. Again, in my opinion, Milwaukee has one of the best warranties in the business.
You mean it's easier to deal with warranty directly with Milwaukee than calling us first?
They literally give you the no hassle warranty right here, and the phone number is right there. Okay, so I mean, like, here, let me get my thing out. Yeah, lifetime guarantee. 1-800 sawdust. They couldn't make it any easier for you. And this is the 3/8 12-inch, and this is $79.99. And what I like what they did with the 1/2-inch is they gave you, everybody makes a 1/2-inch flex ratchet this size and longer. And we sell a couple different versions. I should grab some from the back. I got so many ratchets in the building, but let's just stick with let's stick with what's here. So this one right here is $99. And again, super smooth ratcheting mechanism, and it's got the same lock. And this is nice, man. It's either engaged or not, so it's not going to wear out. And it's like butter, man. It really is. They did a nice job on it. Milwaukee, let me tell you something. Milwaukee's gonna be the company to watch. They're gonna be taking over the industry. I promise you. And then if you wanted to go with, in this, I don't think I've ever seen somebody make a flex head in an 11-inch length like this. If you've seen a similar size ratchet, half-inch drive, this length, leave in the comments below, because I don't think they've made it. All right? That's nice. And this is $89. And again, covered by the same warranty. Okay. And if you come into the store, I mean, and that's one thing what's nice about, you walk on your Snap-on truck, your Matco truck, your Mack truck, you're kind of limited to what they're going to sell you. When you walk into my store, my tool truck, I have options. We have many different brands. And I should have brought them out too. I got some Steelman ones out there too. I got Easy Red ratchets. I have a lot of different brand ratchets. I got the Vim ones. I should have done the Vim ones. But we only cover some. You know what? We'll do a part 2. Right, Joe? Right. We can do part 2. Yeah. And then if you're budget conscious, okay, because a lot of guys, ain't got a lot of extra money, or maybe you want to set for your house. Maybe you're a staunch Snap-on guy, but you want to have a set of ratchets at your house. You don't have a lot of extra money. How about this set from KT Pro? Okay? This set's amazing. It's 1/2 inch, 3/8. Nothing for nothing. Quick release, big lever. Super smooth action. Okay? 1/2 inch, 3/8. And this 2-piece set is $35. Why is it so cheap? It's not cheap because it's garbage. It's cheap because I bought them right. And I bought, when you buy tools by the pallets and you spend some money, you get some deals. And this is one of them tools where I bought a lot of them to get a good price. So for $35, how could you go wrong? Think about it. And then I seen this other ratchet, and I sent with the CP2 just as a goof, and he really, really liked it. He said it was like one of his favorite ratchets. And this again is from KT Pro. Okay, and this is $29. Nice mechanism, little clunkier, chunkier, and I'll tell you why. This ratchet is aluminum. It weighs literally nothing. It's a good conversation piece. It's a good ratchet to grab. You want to go, you have to do a lot of work. You don't want to get tired. It's light, and what's nice about it is if you drop it, it's not going to spark and blow up your garage. If you if you work in a chemically environment, that's why they did it. Spark proof. So again, I'm not saying this is the world's best ratchet. Buy it, use it every day. To me, it's kind of we bought it as kind of a goof. Really like the quality of it, and for the $29, when you're done with it, you probably scrap it out and get your money back. And then if you stayed that long, I'm going to go over some quick history of some ratchets. I'll tell you the story too. A couple years ago, a company called Steelman. Steelman's a very big tool company. I love Steelman. We sell a lot of their stuff. And they make a lot of tools for a lot of different companies. So they came out with this line of ratchets. And super smooth teeth. I think this is 90 tooth. They also make 160 tooth too. These are 90 tooth, super smooth. What's nice about it is you pull this collet down and flex head, and then it locks straight, rubber handle. And they made a bunch of different sizes, 1/4 inch, 3/8, and same features. Now, unfortunately, I can't sell these because I don't have a lot of them. I got a handful left, and I'm going to keep them because of the story. But look at this 1/2 inch ratchet. It's a work of art. It's huge. Listen to that lock. All right? Things are a work of art. And like I said, they must have made, I don't know, 10, 12 different ratchets. But the name of the ratchet was the Cobra. And they called it a Cobra because it was kind of like Cobra head shaped. And there was another company out there that had a patent on that name for a set of pliers. I think we all know who it is. Leave in the comments below if you know who it is. And a lawsuit embattled. And at the end of the day, they were like, you know what? Scrap them. So they were allowed to sell them to a certain date. JDTCo, we were working out of our basement at the time. This is years ago. We bought as many as we could afford at the time. And it was a lot. And in hindsight, I should have bought more, but I didn't have the buying capital I had now or then. You're talking about 6, 7 years ago. And it was funny, I was nervous as hell. I spent a lot of money and bought a lot of these. And on our tool page on Facebook, we did a quick blowout deal on them because we got a really good deal on them. And we sold out in one day. Unfortunately, we weren't allowed to buy any more because it was past the date of we were allowed to buy them. And, it's, again, you take a lot of chances in the tool business. You spend $3,000 or $4,000 on ratchets and they don't sell. A lot of ratchets sit on a shelf. In hindsight, I should have bought them all. But they would have sold within 2 or 3 days, maybe tops. But I remember we had a production line in my basement. We had a big table set up and we're just shipping. And like we spent like the whole weekend packing up ratchets. Anyway, guys, listen to me. We're going to keep on doing these. These are kind of enjoyable and informative, and we're going to get some better camera angles. I got my guy working on it. And like we always say around here, come for the price and stay for the show.